draw when it came to the match play. As far as our last champion is concerned, Damian Header.
100.
He probably got the other one in Josh Rock.
Although, I'll mention Josh Rock in a minute. As Dave Chisnall eyes up 138. And again, just like the 133, gets a dart at the double, can't take it out. But Josh Rock is one of the top seeds here today. Beautiful setup shot from Damian Mole. 171 to apply the pressure on Dave Chisnall. It does not matter. Shot. 13 darter, best leg of the match. Chizzy back in the lead at 2-1.
It's actually not a good draw.
135.
I played in the very first game of the tournament, lost, and you were out by 8 o'clock on a Saturday night.
How did it fare when you were in different parts
90.
of the schedule, Paul?
Not great. Not great. But things are looking very rosy for Dave here.
Yep.
Double top for the match.
22.
One match dart missed. Damian Mole needs another ton-plus combo finish if he is to stay alive. Dave Chisnall, the #1 seed here today. Treble 18 for Mole. Not going to get it. Dave Chisnall, who's finishing after 32. The first couple of legs, has been very, very good. You would think he gets it done right here on double top. And does. 6-2. Dave Chisnall, the #1 seed, gets his campaign off and running today.
A predominantly English-speaking person, because the only other two people he's beaten speak German or other languages. Mensa Sulevic
60.
and Lucas Venig. A chance for Wilson to draw level.
Looks like one he can use. He's on the wrong side of it and doesn't get it right 10. With his last dart, and James Wilson knows that is a massive opportunity missed. Whitehead has been much better on the doubles in the second half of this game.
He loves double 18.
Game shot.
No doubt in my mind whatsoever that he was going to leave double 18 there, because when you need something over the course of the season, this is an upturn for Conan. They're almost meeting in the middle.
Treble 20. Doesn't leave a finish, but James Wilson is under severe pressure here and he can't make any mistakes.
James is 60. A very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, but how much punishment can you take in a Players' Championship season? And he mentioned that the race 98. For Minehead, everybody's focusing more on it now. If you don't get yourself in the top 64, you aren't going to Minehead. It's as simple as that.
56.
Even Conan could go on a run today and find himself closer to that top 64, even without a tour card.
He's going to get a match dart. Double top the target. And Conan Whitehead's finishing remains brilliant at the back end of the match. By my reckoning, he has hit 4, maybe 5 doubles in a row. Talking you through that one at the minute.
4 streaming boards for you today. 2 with commentary. Plenty for you to get your teeth into over the next couple of days and whet your appetite for a bit of World Match Play Summer Darts activity.
.97.
This might be another day where Kuivenhoven does not find his way through the first round. Woodhouse with the luxury of using the 60s for double 4.
120.
Exactly the right thing to do. And currently, the number 32 seed is cruising.
58.
It didn't look that way earlier. Because when he was 2-1 down, there were question marks. But now he's 5-2 up. The amount of players we've seen lose today with those high 90s averages, there are plenty of them. You can see that gulf between these two players,
96.
It's something that I don't think is going to be bridged. Every now and again you will see somebody with an 89 average beat someone with 101, but not very often.
57.
And when Luke's got 2 visits for 88, he can cruise towards the line. He might even win it right here.
80.
There was a little shake of the head from Kuivenhoven prior to that Luke Woodhouse attempt at double 4. It's as if this ship may have sailed.
59.
The ship sails away, and Luke Woodhouse cruises into the next round. It's decent pressure. The difference between these finishes is that the bullseye might be needed in one of them. Well, it might have been needed. And the
51.
bullseye is not needed for this 72, 9 times out of 10.
Game
4-2. And maybe going for a walk helped him. A little bit of red and black. The flights are a mustard colour. See so many dart players using luminescent
99.
colours to be vibrant. Not Arron. Likes a bit of brown. He may have to press pause on his challenge to get through round 1, because Warner's done well. It should be a match-saving dart at tops.
60.
Now he has to hold his breath. He might be out. Double top. Monk wins. And purely because his doubles in the last 4 legs were just superior.
$100.
Not a bad start from Conan, leaving yourself on a small ton plus out after 4 visits.
99.
Dave's scoring has not really got going so far today. That will have to change. Especially when your opponent is showing a great deal of doubling prowess. And that was the only match play in its history that did not take part in Blackpool.
85.
And it was won by Dimitri van den Berg, who is currently winning 2-1 against Owen Bates on board 2.
$110.
This might be 5-2 Chisnall. Indeed it is. It's one of those doubles for Dave that you just cannot leave him on it. He's so comfortable. He's currently not thinking about anybody. But Conan Whitehead, what a job this is.
130.
There is nothing that Conan can do. The exit door is calling his name. Unless Chisnall makes errors, which, let's face it, on doubles today, he hasn't made many.
60.
Double top for Dave. For another 6-2 on this board. That's a 4th scoreline of 6-2 on this board today.
I'm a big fan of the Aaron Monk dart shirt. It looks different from all the other dart shirts around in this room. Yeah, what a visit.
9 scored.
Arron not that keen on it.
Good grouping. I wouldn't say that to his face right now. He'd probably want to tell me to go somewhere.
60.
Yeah, might be another letter in the post from the Darts Regulation Authority as well. I assume they've got his number on speed dial.
Have you ever heard the Arron Monk story about when he was in Wiener Neustadt in 2011? We used to have Players' Championships in Austria. Just goes to show how long ago that was. but he'd lost the game to Andy
Yeah.
Jenkins, and he was so annoyed. He went back to not his seat,
137.
because it was a bench. He sat on the bench, somewhat furious, and the bench fell over. And it was an atmosphere just like this. It was very quiet. And then everybody turned to see Arron Monk on the floor.
Game shot.
Well, that will have floored him, that 13 darter from Luke Woodhouse. Good stuff. Yeah, but I'm sure Andy Jenkins...
It's in the last couple of legs, Luke. You've looked so at ease.
Yeah, and he might be able to craft an opportunity.
140.
It's a good ton 40 from Arron Monk, but it's not enough to leave a finish. A 2-treble visit from Woodhouse would leave him something makeable, and it might be better than that. It is better than that. It's a third 180 in just 2 legs for Luke Woodhouse.
Superb response. This is now turning into a very good game. But is this game about to have its biggest moment? You bet it is. What a shot that is on the back of the maximum to take the lead and break. This is top level PDC darts, the way it should be. Why are you
quick
going for the
dart.
60? Don't go for the 60 either.
He could have gone 418s, would have done the job. And arguably, that would have left him a better finish than 36. Yes, it's 3 darts at a double, but miss inside, you don't get a third dart.
I think he keeps doing it because he keeps getting away with it.
Well, it's very difficult to fault the darts he's thrown over the last 3 legs because they've been superb and good enough to win. It's a 13 darter. He has just won the last 3 legs in 36 darts. It is world-class stuff from Luke Woodhouse. Believes that this could be the year where he breaks his duck in terms of major titles, and why not? Beat Michael van Gerwen in his home country to go and take the Dutch Darts Championship in Leeuwarden in the Netherlands. Won in Belgium on the Euro
93.
Tour last year as well. So 3 Euro Tours in less than a calendar year. Some haul.
140.
More treble 20s for Chiz. Feels like he's got this game right now.
$100.
Woodhouse not wilting, but he needs to improve, I think. That leaves the bullseye. Is that one a guide? It is a guide, and Dave Chisnall pins the bullseye. 5-2. In terms of the numbers, was Johnny Clayton from that list with his near 102 average. Well, Dave Chisnall might be about to better it because that is another 180, and it leaves him on a 2-darter for a potential 11-dart leg and a third 6-2 win of the day.
96.
Luke Woodhouse is not going to go back-to-back finals in the Players' Championship Series because Dave Chisnall is going to halt his run. With another bullseye finish. Exactly that. Dave Chisnall, utterly brilliant in that game. A 6-2 victory to see off Luke Woodhouse. His third 6-2 win of the day.
$134. $57.
Doesn't go double-double. Went in search of the treble. Doesn't get it. Probably a wise decision with Rusty on 150. Turns out to be so. Johnny Clayton is our first quarter finalist. He's 6-1 win over Chris Dobie. He awaits the winner of this game. And that dart makes it much more likely that it's going to be Luke Humphries. 4-1 he leads. Jake could be leading this game, but Luke Humphries has just made every mistake from his
75.
opponent count. Damian has forced a last leg decider. Brendan Dolan is 3 apiece with Josh Rock. Could he finally get one over on the young upstart from his own country? after suffering a number of
90.
absolute canings at the hands of Rocky.
$96.
And Luke Humphries can sense the quarterfinals are close. Could be producing the best leg of the match to secure his spot there. Set up a meeting with Johnny Clayton. Treble 20. Would have left tops.
65.
As it is, he leaves 60, and he's quite good, Luke Humphries, at getting past a dart that looks to be blocking things. He can almost use it as a marker sometimes.
60.
This is just below double top. Don't be surprised to see the next one nestle in double top next to it.
40.
Well, that's what he was attempting. Couldn't do it. 2 match darts missed. But there are more on the way.
45.
Cool Hand Luke is yet to hit top gear today, despite hitting a perfect leg. But he is in the quarterfinals after a 6-1 win over Rusty Jake Rodriguez.
But only when he's been pushed a little bit more has he found extra gears.
104.
Already has a maximum in this game. And he's got 11 for the day, which means you're sure that he's going to add to that total at some point in this match.
100.
$84 left for Cullen. Nothing left for Cullen. What a 1-4-1 that is for the rock star. Wonderful shot.
$133.
If he gets a look at that 32 bed, he's a very fortunate rock star.
$20.
And he does. That is surprising. That's not, because Cullen's doubles in this game have been superb. And when he's hitting that 32 bed with ease like that, and waited for a chance, does it happen again? It does
17.
happen again. Joe will be licking his lips right now. Does he finish the course on the bull?
61.
You can see the pain. I'll tell you one thing, when that left his hand, he thought it had a chance. Two twos. And at times today, the doubling from Chisnall has been supreme, but that was nothing but survival. Cullen from getting this look at 58. Chances are being missed by both, which makes this game even more dramatic. A tricky looking 19 checkout. Is he sure of which route he wants? That's not good. That could be awkward. But on the third dart again, Chisnall finds the target. He's making Cullen feel sick. Yeah. He did run the risk of having 114 points on the floor. I know that 19s was the play. Will the risk pay off? I was going to say with interest, but it won't.
96.
One chance to save the match. And he saves it right in the corner, like a David Beckham free kick, right in the top right corner. Beautifully done. Top left corner. I'll just in it. We thought it was going to be another 9-darter on the Pro Tour for Joe Cullen. He's not bothered about that now.
134.
Just wants to get across the line. He's taken the darts away from Chisnall with that first visit max. And
81.
A key last dart to get to 2-dart territory. He's going to be under mammoth pressure. That's 2 treble 20s to leave 65.
120 scored. 132.
Can Cullen convert 100? Didn't he do this against Johnny Clayton at the Worlds once? He's not going to do it that way. He did survive a little bit earlier on when Chisnall was on key shots. But as the #1 seed going to the semis, he goes to his old friend double 18. And sometimes old friends can give you the best things in the world, because maybe Dave Chisnall didn't deserve to win that match.
Humphries looking for a 4-visit leg. He kicked off this match with one. Double 5.
Semi-sem.
If Brendan was to get the 51 here, he might even look at the 16s. He's going to go up the top.
56.
And the third dart is flung away, and you heard exactly what he thought of that. And that's exactly what he might think of the scoreline right now. 3-1 down, lead for someone who predominantly in this game has played well, apart from one dodgy leg, which he still won.
180.
And he's on it again. How many people have hit a 9-darter twice in a day?
Phil Taylor and Gerwyn Price are two I can think of, but I can't think of many more.
MVG against Ryan Murray?
Yes, in the same game, of course. But Luke Humphries, his first competitive 9-darter early on today, is not going to follow it with another one just now. However, he is still on for an 11-darter and another breaker throw.
So he's had a 12, he's had a 13 and a 14. He could have an 11 out of the set.
95.
He'll take a 12 and a 5-1 lead. This is looking comfortable. Needs to use the 19s now to get down to that finish.
96.
It's the bare minimum. He may even finish the semi-finals on the maximum finish. But then again, he doesn't need to.
140.
It depends how fruity he's feeling. Well, he'll take a chunk out of it.
105.
That second dart, I just don't know how he does it.
He does it so often as well, doesn't he? That's the thing. If it was just every now and again, you see players find a blocked target and you're not quite sure how it's happened, but because he does it so often, you know
86.
It's what he's trying to do. And he's trying to take out 65 for a spot in the final.
Yep.
Single 19 for double 16 for a 7-2 win and a spot in the final. His first on the Players' Championship Series this year. Cool hand Luke Humphries beats Brendan Dolan for the loss of just 2 legs.
Yeah, I mean, Chizzy's been winning tournaments on the Pro Tour for over a decade. I think his first one was in 2012, which is incredible, really. But to stay at the top of any sport for over a decade is a very tall ask. You know, and Chizzy's longevity has gone underrated, really.
I'd have to agree. We talk a lot about what Phil Taylor did in his career and what Steve Beaton is still doing, but we now have to talk about Dave as a veteran. And his best might be a bit ahead of him.
Well, one of the beauties of the sport of darts, isn't it? You can play at the age of 16, you can play at the age of 60. And still play at a very high level at either end of the age spectrum.
90.
And we've seen in some other cases, people will finish up in one sport and then thrive in another. As Humphries thriving in leg 1.
16.
Not just yet. Bit of a slow start.
Chances have come and gone, so can Dave Chisnall do a bit of pickpocketry at the end of the opening leg? Would have to find treble 17. Does so. To leave the tops. Oh, what a steal that is from David Chisnall.
That is one of the messiest 110 checkouts I've ever seen, because even career, he's had some lean spells. He won the Danish Open back in 2019, then had to wait another 3 years for another title. But if you think about 2012, he was in 8 finals that year, and he won 5 of them.
44.
Why do we not talk about that year more often? That's an astonishing season.
And since then, in 2016 and 2019, he's had seasons where he's been in 7 finals and 6 finals again.
65.
When he gets hot, he gets extremely hot.
Yeah. And I think always the narrative with Chisnall has been that he's been to a lot of big finals and failed, isn't it?
108.
That's the narrative. But in almost all those finals, he was playing someone at the very elite of the game, you know, starting with the BDO Lakeside final when he lost to Martin Adams, you know. And
107.
he's never had an easy ride in a final. He's never played someone that he would be considered a strong favourite to defeat. You know, Van Gerwen's beaten him, Taylor, you know, the elite of the game. And talking of which, elite level finishing from Luke Humphries this time.
That is not an easy shot. That gap is gone. Got in your tank.
$130.
And he's going to have a 2-dart combination unless Chizzy can take out a very difficult finish, 139. So we saw Dave Chisnall make an awful hash of 94 in the last leg. Humphries got the same finish. Chizzy went treble 1, treble 3. It's not in. He's gone double. Oh, my word. Well, you talked about the unorthodox approach of Dave Chisnall when he obviously bodged it completely, Paul. And you feel he needs 2 trebles here at least. There's one of them. And another, he might get the full house. He does.
180.
Goes max to leave 83. Kudos to Chisnall.
There's a bit of screw turning going on here. But look at this from Humphries. No panic. Leaves tops and says to Dave, if you don't take this out, you're going to be 3 behind.
Single 16 leaves the ball. Treble would have left double 9. Bullseye.
58.
Not there. And so, long odds on that Humphries is going to go 5-2 up.
Game shot.
I remember about 10 minutes ago he was 2-0 down.
That might change to 10.
180.
How did he get that 3rd dart in? Just such a great amount of balance in this throw. And he makes those darts look so simple. If he takes this 116 out,
132.
Chisnall may be on the point of submission.
Got it for double 18. Yes. And Luke Humphries.
$99.
The shot for the title's on.
104.
And that is a championship dart gone. But he might be back to win it next time.
We'll hope he will.
And he is 25 for his 7th PDC title.
Missed the big number. Finds it eventually for double 4. Oh, and he's gone bust.
No score.
So even if he comes back, he's going to have to waste a dart getting to a double.
I didn't think he was coming back with Chisnall on double 18.
Oh, Chisnall now for that break we mentioned.
Surely he's gone 48 here. Nope. As someone who loves double 18 as much as he does, I am surprised by that. But this is another chance to win the match and the tournament.
18 leaves tops. And Luke Humphries misses another match dart. The frustration is now evident.
That's 4. That was really well thrown. It just didn't hang in the air as much as he wanted.
Tops. Double 10 to get within 1 leg.
Game shot.
And this match is now back on throw. Dave Chisnall back within 1 and with the darts in his hand.
His own throw.
$93.
And another 1 treble visit to back up the maximum, meaning he does get another look to win Players' Championship 15.
Yep.
There's a certain ring to winning your 15th Players' Championship.
129.
In Players' Championship 15. But that's for Dave. This is for Luke. And it's for the title.
103.
Well, it's another dart missed. He's had a couple at the ball, hasn't he? Chisnall was looking for 4 lots of 17. But anyway,
62.
Luke Humphries now has 2 darts and a double, you would think. Find the big number this time, 88. Another match dart has gone. And another. What
17.
is happening here? 7?
7. It's the amount of legs he has. But he's missed that many darts to get 1 more. The only solace that Humphries has is that he has the darts on the last leg if Chisnall misses this, which he doesn't. This is miraculous.
It is.
Inertia came in there. Can he make up for it? The only way that Dave knows how. That's ridiculous.
80.
How is he in front after 6 darts having 60 on the floor?
Well, now this is nail-biting stuff.
133.
And that's a great riposte from Luke Humphries to that maximum, because it gets him down to a fancy finish, but a finish nonetheless.
After missing 7 for the title, he's looking
57.
to get this done in 6 darts. Great shot.
Yes.
That leaves 67. And he's going to have 3
16.
clean.
Well, it looked like he was in trouble midway through this leg, but now he's got 3 darts at 88. Now what I watch is he does. So, having missed 7, he doesn't want to be 10 mismatched darts. And it's not. And Luke Humphries, in the end, falls over the finishing line. What a comeback. What a fight back from Dave Chisnall. From 7-3 behind, Chizzy levelled at 7-all. But in the end, Luke Humphries hangs on to win Players' Championship 15. A great day's darts and a great final to finish. It's Humphries who's the champion by 8 legs to 7.